Morning, everyone. Boker Tov, Shavua Tov. So we're continuing the Halachot of Shabbat, Siman Reish Nun Chet. So this continues with the laws of insulating. We're not done with it just yet. We're almost at the end. A couple more days probably, and then actually something very interesting that will keep you on the edge of your seat. So Siman Reish Nun Chet is one seif, and the seif goes as follows: Mutar lehaniach be'od yom kli sheyesh bo davar kar al gabe kdera chama. You're allowed on Friday, on Erev Shabbat, to take something that's cold in a vessel and put it on a hot vessel. She'en ze ketomen b'dvar mosif hevel. It's not considered insulating, meaning you're going to keep it that way going into Shabbat. So you might say, well, what's the issue? It's before Shabbat and keeping it into Shabbat. So we said that something that's mosif hevel, that's going to add heat, you can't even do from Erev Shabbat, provided that you're keeping it into Shabbat. But in the insulating world. So something that's cold, one can do. Now, one might think that, what do you mean, like cold or hot? What's going on over here? So let's say I have something hot, and I'm putting that, insulating into something else that's hot. So what's happening here is the item's already hot, so the insulating is not adding much because it's just insulating the heat that's already in that item. But if it's cold, putting in, and I'm insulating it with something hot, then that cold thing is getting warmer and warmer and warmer. So that's where what's called mosif hevel, now I'm adding heat to my item, that's where there's an issue. But nevertheless, it is allowed, even though I might think it shouldn't be allowed, nevertheless it is allowed, provided that that item that I'm insulating it with is something that's not mosif hevel, that doesn't naturally add things, add heat, but naturally is an insulator. So let's say like cloths or blankets. That's a classic example because that's the thing we usually use. So I put something cold before Shabbat and I wrap it in the cloth. Now it's going to be adding heat to it. It's not just insulating. It's not just keeping it as is, the cold as is. It's insulating it. It's heating it even more. Nevertheless, it is allowed in that case because it's something that's cold. Now one could take from here the following thing. Let's say a very common thing. Baruch Hashem, a few babies have been born lately in the community, and you want to warm up the baby bottle. So what do? You have a baby bottle, and generally, let's say it's cold, and now I put it in so I take hot water from my hot water and I put it into a bigger cup. I take the baby bottle and I put it into the hot water that's in this cup, and that's literally something cold going into something hot, like insulating it, but that's my intention is to warm up the bottle a little bit. So, or if I have the bottle that's in the fridge, now I want it to be warm, so I put it in. So, and that's, let's say you're doing it on Shabbat. Can that be done? So, the key here is that it's a kli sheni, that when I take my hot water and I pour from my hot water into a bigger cup, that bigger cup is a kli sheni, is a second vessel. So even though it's hot, it's not on the fire, and it's going to be cooling down eventually. So the kli sheni is eno mevashel, never cooks. So I could even insulate in that kli sheni. So therefore I can take my cold bottle and put it into that hot water in order to get that cold bottle warmer. That's the key over here. And technically, even if I insulate it completely, even if I totally submerge, usually it's floating and part of it's sticking up, but even if I totally submerge it, then it is allowed. And even if eventually I take out that bottle and now it's too hot, I got to run it under the cold water, and even if that bottle gets to yad soledible, it would still be allowed. This would be the same thing if, let's say, I have a can of tuna that I want to warm up, and so you're allowed to put it in on Shabbat in a second vessel, same type of thing, and put it into the water so that it could kind of warms it up a little bit if you like it that way. You could do that. When you finish, open the can and eat it. Yeah. So on Shabbat. Oh, can you open a can on Shabbat? It's okay. Different halachot of how to open a can on Shabbat. You can open a can on Shabbat. There's just ways how to do it. Yes. So lastly if you want to be strict, like the opinions that say you can't do this bottle warming things, keep part of the bottle out so you're not fully insulating it, and that would be a way to go according to all opinions. So that's how you warm up baby bottles on Shabbat. That's that for today. Mincha at 4:40. Have a good day, everyone, and Shavua Tov.